Hi, it's Becky Belote, and I'm an advisor in Newport News, Virginia. And today I wanted to show you a super cool idea for making a little envelope for the gift cards that you may be giving for Christmas. Of course, this one is super cute. I did a make and take at my open house last weekend, and whenever I show something like the ones that I showed look like this, which I think are also very cute. But I show them, I give supplies for my people to make their own, and then they go crazy and do their own ideas. And this one was one that one of my clients, Deborah Brandt, made, and I truly loved it, and I thought you would love it too. So I'm going to show you how to make this one, but the instructions will work for whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's take a peek. Let me tell you in advance what you'll be needing in case you want to make them alongside me. You're going to need a piece of cardstock, whatever color you want. I used black. And then you want two contrasting colors. So if you want to do the Santa Claus one, I used red and white. And I also used a gold pen on this one. If you like this idea, you can use any two contrasting colors. I stuck with Christmas colors. You could use designer prints, whatever you want. On this one, I wrapped one of our laser borders from the Christmas Spirit collection and used a little embellishment that actually came from the open house gifts. So you can do all kinds of looks. This one I actually used a designer print with a red cardstock, and I threw one of our Christmas tags on it to seal it up. So you can do all kinds of things, but when you open these bad boys, or whoever gets them, it'll be a place for your gift card right inside. Okay, so let's take a look on how to make this. All right. Oh, other things that you're going to need is your straight trimmer, your stamp pad, the thing that came in our stamping kit. There's a chalking pad in there, and grab a makeup sponge for it, and I also use the Cloud Border Maker cartridge. This one's been around for a while, so you probably have it, and if you don't, I probably have a couple on hand. They may be still available on the website too. I can't remember if they discontinued that one or not. Sorry that I don't know the answer to that. All right, so let's get started. You're going to need a piece of cardstock, and you are going to cut this down. Let me raise this just a bit so you have a better view. I'm going to cut this down 8.5 by 3.5. So the paper needs to be 8.5 wide. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a smidgen off at the 8.5 mark. So this part right here I don't need. This is a scrap that was making this piece of paper too big. And now I need to trim off 3.5. Everything's kind of in my way. All right, so 3.5. Now, if you want to do more than one, you've got plenty of paper to do that, okay? But I'm just going to make one today. So this is 8.5 by 3.5. 8.5 by 3.5. Now what I want you to do is reach to the bottom of your trimmer and grab your scoring blade. It could be that you have another type of scoring blade, but I love it that ours are compartmentalized. Be quiet, Gracie. I'm sorry. Underneath the trimmer. I'm going to let her out because she's barking at me. And actually, now she's going into the window, so maybe she'll be quiet. All right, so we're going to score at the 2-inch. And also, on the other end, we're going to do it at the 2.5 inch. All right, so once at the 2-inch and once at the 2.5 inch. So it should fold like this. All right, and now to do the little Santa Claus one that we're going to do, you need a red scrap. And your red scrap, we're going to cut at 3.25 by 2.25. And my paper fell on the floor, so let me grab it. We need to cut, though, a piece of paper at 3.25 by 2.25. And I am using red for this because Santa Claus has a red suit, for goodness sakes. All right, so 3.5, 3.25 by 2.25. All right, so 3.25 is one box over. And then, oops, I have the scoring blade in. That will not cut for us. So I need to reach back under and grab my straight blade. I will put my scoring blade back. That way it will not disappear for the next time that I want to use it. So 3.25. Let me get back to that line. Throw my blade in. So 3.25 by 2.25. It's not very big at all. All right, and let me show you where that piece is going to go. So we're going to put that guy, so you're going to fold it up like I had it. You know, so we had it open, we folded it up. That one's going to go on the bigger flap. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, this is important. So this little pocket for our card is what we're making right now. So since this is a pocket, and the card is going to go right in here. Let me show you. If this were a gift card, it's going to look like this. So I'm going to put adhesive here, here, and here. Okay? So here's the other flap. Here, here, and here. And I'm going to kind of gob it on. So on the sides, both sides, and on the bottom only. Just like that. Okay? Is that cool? All right, so now we're going to do the Santa Claus-y part of it. So we need our border maker punch with the cloud punch inside. I'm going to raise it up a little more. I feel like this is not a very good presentation. All right. So in the border it goes. We're going to put the cloud punch in. Remember to roll back this ruler part before you start cutting. And then you just line up to the notches and go down very quickly because this one is an easy one to use. All right. And then what I'm going to do after I have my cloud is I'm going to cut it off with my straight trimmer at about 3/4 of an inch. Okay? About 3/4 of an inch so that it looks like this. All right. Before we start adhesing this, I'm going to grab my stamping pad. When we use our stamping pad, it's best to use it upside down. And I'm just going to apply some pressure to my makeup sponge. And this is chalk, not ink, so it'll come off if you get it on your fingers, so don't fret. And I'm just going to go and get all the edges of this. I like to do this to give a layering some dimension, especially if we're doing one color on top of the same color. It just makes it pop. All right, this is one of my favorite new little tricks. All right, so I'm going to put the lid back on my chalk and put this aside. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive all the way down up so that you can see all the way down on the wrong side of my little Santa Claus beard. And now comes the actual bearding of my Santa. All right, so I'm going to put it like about right there. I'm going to grab my scissors and I am going to snip it off about there. I'm kind of lining up the edges here so that this black piece that sticks out is pretty symmetrical all the way down. Now I'm going to put my next layer on and cut again. And then I'm going to put my last layer on and cut one last time. How cute is that? All right. Now what I want to do is I want to put a little belly band on it. Now a belly band is to close it all up. Remember your gift card is going to go in this little slot. You're going to close it up and now we're going to put it's kind of like a little bow, but we're going to make it look like a belt. So you need another scrap. I'm going to go ahead and use this piece that we cut off earlier because we didn't need that. And I'm going to do about, I think 3/4 inch cut again. That'll be easy for us to remember if we do another 3/4 inch cut, right? All right. So now we have a band that is going to go around this guy. So start at the back like this. And you can even put like a little dab of adhesive in the middle if you want to kind of hold it stable. And then we're going to fold it back. And I want it nice and taut. If you have too much, which you will, just snip a little bit off. Not going to see that. And then I want you to put quite a bit of adhesive right here before I fold it over, nice and tight. Okay. You know what? I want it to be less than that. I want it to really kind of break here at the middle. I did use Repo, so that bit of tape I'm just going to kind of scoot away and put a little bit more right there to hold this nice and taut. Okay, so now we need the buckle. All right, so I'm going to cut a square. I don't know. How about a 1 by 1 inch square? And I'm just kind of making that up. I think that's about what I did last time. About a 1 inch by 1 inch square. And before I stick that belt buckle on, what I want to do is grab our gold metallic pen. And I'm going to just go around the edges. I think I want a little bit of a scrap to work on. Give me a second. Okay, so just going to go around the edge. All 4 sides. This is going to be a really... You could also do silver if you prefer. You know, like if your Santa prefers his silver to gold, I think that would be fine. I'm just copying what Deborah did because hers was so stinking cute. But I was just thinking silver would look nice too. And Deborah sells silver jewelry, so I'm surprised she did not do it in silver, to be quite frank. All right, so there we go. We got that. We're going to put some adhesive on the back of that. And we're going to throw that buckle right on, just like that. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? All right. Very good. So go make them. If you are not doing the beard and you just want the two-tone colors, I'm going to hold up the dimensions of that second piece of paper, I think. If I can find it. Curious. Seems to be missing. But I'll find that for you. I'm sure it's here in my mess of a desk. Nope. I didn't find it. Anyways, I'm not really sure without having that little scrap. And I had it before I started so I could show you. But I'll put it in the comments as soon as I find it. All right. So thanks for watching. Again, this one goes here. You could put another one here. I like to also round the corners. Like this one, I rounded the corners on of both the flap and the one underneath to give a different look. So as soon as I tell you that piece of paper size, then you can do it like that if you prefer. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the inspiration, Deborah Brandt, for the Santa Claus. All right. Bye now.